Welcome, everybody, to the Taylor Esports Intramural Live Finals. We are about ready to get underway. Tonight we have 4 semifinal matchups, 2 in Call of Duty, 2 in Rocket League. The winners of tonight's games will advance to tomorrow night for the live grand finals here at 8 p.m. in Rediger. I'm Matthias Dean, the president of Taylor Esports, and before I hand it over to our commentators, I'd ask that you would bow your heads with me to pray. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you for allowing us to attend this university in person this year. Lord, I pray for your hand of protection and safety over everyone. I pray that you would calm the nerves of the players who will be playing on stage today. Lord, help them to see clearly, help them to have fun, and help them to glorify you through their play. Lord, I pray for everybody watching that they would enjoy what they see and that they would also glorify you through them being here. Father, I just pray your hand of protection over everyone, and I pray that you'd bless us. It's in your name I pray. Amen.
All right. I am going to be one of your co-commentators this morning, this afternoon, this evening, whatever time it is. I am Carson Deckard. I'm also known on most gaming platforms as Marvelman15.
Hello, and I am T. Germain, and I will also be co-commentating with Marble here.
All right, so we have a fantastic night planned right now. 2 COD matches followed by 2 Rocket League matches, and we would like to introduce the first two teams to play in our COD match. From the left side, LB. From the right side, Trust Squad. On LB, we have Ethan McGarvey and Mitch Renbarger. For Trust Squad, we have Jeff Clayton and CJ Penna. This will be a best of 5, meaning first team to get 3 wins will advance to the finals tomorrow night. Let's get started. First map, Docks. Just a little bit of a countdown here, just to add to the suspense. Deadshot opening up with the first kill. Trust Squad opening up with the first round W. Moving on to round number 2. A reminder that these rounds are first to kill the other team. Last man standing wins the round. coming up with the final kill to even the series 1-1. Some early shots. The boost opening up with another kill. And the second one to finish it out, 2-1. The squad. Some early deagle shots. Score is 3-1 LB. Dead shot. The boost trading. Empty the clip on each other. Trust Squad bringing it back 3-2. Jeff of the Dawn opening with a kill. LaBoost getting a grenade kill. Trust Squad tying it up 3-3. First to 6 rounds will take the first set. It's like shotgun marksman rifle. Interesting combo. Deadshot was not allowed in that doorway. The boost. Clean. Clean headshot there from the boost. Headshot opening up with another kill. The boost with another shot. The overtime flag has been initiated. If someone can capture that flag before the other, we'll take the round. But a shot will end it as well.
Looks like we got ourselves a game here, Marble.
Quite a bit. Now onto the P90. Both teams taking it slow. Trying to scout for any information. A little bit of a gunfight. Deadshot taking out the left. does seem that someone has snuck their way into the fight. Score is 5-5. The boost taking out Deadshot. Jeff of the Dawn taking out the boost.
We're going to do an intense 1v1 here.
5-5, 4 seconds till the overtime flag ticks away.
This is going to get intense right here.
This kill means the round, the first set. And he stole the flag right out from under him.
Trust Squad's healthy.
Trust Squad taking that first set. Very close first round. We're going to take a little slight pause here to fix some issues.
So, Marble, for anyone unfamiliar with Call of Duty or the gunfight game mode, could you explain a little bit about how this all works? I know we just saw a full match there, but if you could give some more information for those who may be a little bit less familiar with the game.
Well, how the 2v2 gunfight works is it's going to be the first to 6 round wins. In order to get a round win, you either have to eliminate all of the other team, or you can capture that overtime flag that pops up after a certain amount of time. In order to steal one of the first 5 sets, or one of the first sets, you have to win 6 rounds in a row, which gives you that set. We'll move on to another map, and then best of 5 from there.
Sounds good. It's going to be some very fast and quick and intense action. Not a lot of waiting around.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with speedball and paintball, but it is played kind of that same way where it is very run at them and try and get something to go.
It did seem like that.
It especially seems like that whenever there's a shotgun involved. It usually ends in some quick action.
Oh, yes. And the overtime flag seems to kind of force the hand to make someone make the move. Like at the end, we saw Trust Squad there hiding out underneath the bridge.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain. It's very hard to get to sometimes because they do intentionally put it right in the middle of everything.
Very smart on the developers.
Yeah. Smart, you could say, I guess.
And so with the randomized weapons, is that every single round that it's a randomized weapon? Because I saw a couple times they had like the shotguns 2 times in a row.
So each gunfight, you get a randomized preset class for 2 rounds, and then it switches after that round to another something for 2 rounds, and then something else for 2 rounds. So it's very much a quick-paced, always changing weapons. Once you finally get the feel of a weapon, you have something else.
So a player must be well-rounded to be able to do well in this game mode.
Yeah, it very well helps to be good at a lot of different weapons, a lot of different gun types as well.
It also seemed like map knowledge was very crucial because if you're playing in a 2v2, obviously if your teammate gets killed.
Yeah, it is very important to be able to know where people are going to be coming from, where people usually go. Yeah, map awareness is definitely something that is excruciatingly important.
I bet players learn every nook and cranny.
Yeah, especially with only 2 people being alive, and a 2v1 is just not a fun situation to be in. Interesting enough, we do have different consoles being played at the same time. Call of Duty is one of those cross-platform games where we have PS4s represented, Xboxes represented, and PCs.
Ooh.
An interesting fact as well is, if I've got my notes right, it seems like Mitch Rindbarger will also be competing tonight in the Rocket League competition. Kind of a jack of all trades.
Sounds like it.
We're still trying to figure some stuff out on stage, so this might be a little bit more of a break, but we'll get stuff working here soon. So as someone who's unfamiliar with Gunfight, what did you take away from that first match? Did you enjoy it? Did you like the fast pace? How was it?
I very much enjoyed the fast pace. It's really interesting whenever a game forces your hand like that. I know players like myself who like to sit back and kind of watch the action, hate things like that. But it's so interesting strategy because especially with 2v2, when one of your teammates is gone, and that instantly puts all the pressure on you to like find a location that is defensible, because you want to cut down as many of those lines of sight as possible, because you don't want to be, especially if you're sitting in that house there on that map, you don't want to be walking up from the staircase or from the top there from the window.
Yeah, the maps are designed in a very unfortunate but also fun way to where there are several entries to every other location. There's never just one corner you can just kind of sit in and hide out. It's very fast-paced, very open most of the time.
Good on the developers for that one. It also reminded me a little bit of CS:GO, a little bit of the map Dust 2, just because of the color palette. But it reminded me of like how the maps are like well created, and it looks like you just, like you said, map awareness and just knowledge of the guns too, to be able to adapt to like, oh hey, this is a new round, and I have this entirely new arsenal that I have to figure out and learn how to respond and counteract, and know if my opponents are going to be good with that specific gun or that specific loadout.
Yeah, it is. I am always impressed by map design with these bigger companies and how they kind of create things. Because it is definitely an art to map architecture as far as making it to where players have to play. And there are definitely immediate consequences for not knowing the map or not knowing where your opponents are.
So would you say, Marble, that there is a specific gun or a couple of guns that are kind of like everyone wants to use and everyone is good at?
I don't know. There's a lot of diversity, I feel like, in the Call of Duty community. There's a lot of people who are very good at snipers, very good at the marksman rifles. Labouche seemed to really enjoy his marksman rifle. Landed quite a few headshots, quite a few deadly one-shots. But there are also people who kind of like LMGs or the smaller submachine guns that kind of allow you to shoot a lot more, a lot faster, but kind of fall off at long ranges.
I got you.
And everyone's got to enjoy a good pistol round.
Oh, yes.
We are still waiting a little bit on stage here before we get the second set going.
While we're waiting here, it might be worthwhile to mention, if you would like to join the Taylor Esports Discord, you can log on to Discord on any mobile app or computer and type !Discord, capital D, and you can give yourself an introduction in the hashtag introductions channel, and we'll be happy to meet you.
This is also a reminder that we are on Twitch. We are streaming right now at Taylor Esports. It is a very cool opportunity to not only watch people's point of views, but also to just be engaged while not being here. It looks like we are waiting on one more person to join the lobby, and we'll be ready for the second set. It is interesting to note here that LB was the only undefeated team during the regular season, going a clean 4-0.
Seems like wherever Mitch goes, there's success, because in the Rocket League scene, he also went the season, not quite perfect, but with a 3-1 winning record.
Looks like we are ready to start our second set. LB Trust Squad. Looks like we're headed to stack.
What are some things to note about this map, Marble?
The important thing to note is whenever overtime does trigger, it will trigger in that little cargo white box there in the center. And it's very important to not only to not give up that high ground, but to also make sure that you're not giving up those side lanes that really allow for that deep flank. It's very easy to be able to win your side lane and run to the back of your opponent's spawn. Dead shot opening up on a kill on LaBoost. Now is that all-important 2v1 and Trust Squad taking the first round.
Yeah, it seemed like he was just caught in an unfortunate position of not having the high ground there.
Yeah, it is both the best and worst position because you can't be seen from a larger distance away, but it is very important to be able to shoot down on your opponent. Jeff of the Dawn opening up on Bleb. Now we're back in that 2v1 situation. LaBoost opening at 1-1.
Looks like he caught him running.
Both trying to figure out where each other are. Quick turn. It is also worth noting that you can hear your opponent's footsteps whenever they're running. So it's very important to not only not expose yourself by running, but to also listen for those. Jeff of the Dawn opening up,
trade here.
LaBoost trading. And there's that shotgun. Trust Squad with a 3-0.
Looks like Jeff of the Dawn caught him as LaBoost was jumped over the railing there and he was trying to get away, but it looks like he ended up getting him with the shotgun there.
Cooking a grenade, let's see what it gets. Nothing. That one did find Jeff of the Dawn, though. Bleb opening up. Dead shot killing LaBoost. Headshot with another shotgun. 4-0 Trust Squad.
Yeah, the momentum is definitely in Trust Squad's favor. We're going to see if LB can start to rack up a couple of rounds here, maybe get some momentum in their favor.
We see LaBoost checking that side alley, making sure his opponent's not there. Bleb opening up on Jeff of the Dawn. Unfortunate situation. LB taking a round off Truz.
Very smart of them to use both their range and their closeness on that as they were trying to flank on both sides.
I hadn't even noticed. It looks like we've got rocket launchers this round.
This will be a
Everyone's
fun one.
favorite. Deadshot opening up a bleb.
So both teams choosing to play it safely here.
1v1, making sure they're not exposing themselves with their foot sounds. Trust Squad stealing another 5-1. This could be a quick round. Match point.
Looks like we've got dual pistols here.
Both teams choosing to attack on the same sides. Oh! The boost, flanking from behind. Shut down by Deadshot. So anyways, I started blasting, and he hits him! Ran out of bullets and just swung away.
Oh!
Obviously clear contact right there for Trust Squad to take the round and the set.
That was a 100% clean kill right there.
You gotta love game logic sometimes. Trust
Oh,
Squad
yes.
is now up 2-0 against LB. Remember, this is a 1-3. If Trust Squad can steal one more set, they will move on to the finals tomorrow night.
What do you think is going through LB's minds here, Marble?
I would think that they're just trying to be calm, trying to bide their time. It's a brand new set, brand new opportunity. It's definitely something to say that a map was just not yours. Sometimes architecture is just not on your side. It does seem like Trust Squad is scheming down there.
Got a little bit of table talk going on.
Little bit of table talk. LB does seem cool and collected, though. Eager to see how this map goes.
You gotta be, 'cause especially with esports, if you're starting to get nervous, start to get jittery, start to flip all over the controller.
And it looks like we're about to go into our third map. Everyone's fan favorite, Gulag Showers. For anyone who's played the fan favorite Call of Duty Warzone, Season 1, this is where you were sent most of the time.
Is there anything special to note about this map, Marble?
As we're seeing here, Jeff the Don, you can jump up on that sink area, and that does give you a higher elevation. There are two very strong side pockets, though, that both teams seem to be trying to take advantage of. Jeff of the Dawn opening up on the boost. And the second took his head right off.
Oh, looks like he's going the other way as he's sliding through that smoke there.
Yeah, you'd hate to turn and see that happening to you. Bleb opening up on Jeff of the Dawn. 2v1 situation. LB taking care of business, evening it out 1-1. Not
Looks like he
phased
gets that
after
height
that
who's
last
advantage.
loss. R90 and a pistol. This ought to be good. Fun fact about this shotgun, it fires 2 rounds before having to be recocked, so it fires both rounds very quickly. As Deadshot found out as they hit the back of his head. Close round there. LB moving to the lead, 2-1.
Looks like Hefe made a very aggressive push to get into the enemy territory there, but was ultimately unsuccessful.
That's the risk that you bear. You can push them, but it's whoever gets the shotgun off first. We see LB holding this left flank very tight. The enemy team does know he's there. He has been flashed. Blab taking out Deadshot. 2v1 situation again. (3-1) LB.
Looks like they're gaining some momentum here. They got 3 rounds to their name.
Looks like we're gonna have another round of just blasting with dual pistols and fists. The boost pushing into Deadshot. 1v1. Tried the throwing knife. LB stealing another round, 4-1. LB 5-1. This is looking in their favor. We'll see what our final gun possibly is at match point.
We'll have to wait and see if nerves are going to play a factor here as they're about to take their first series.
Labouche quickly taking that left side. Deadshot spraying. LB taking their first set 6-1 as the boost gets the quick double kill. Quick turn.
Definitely looked like LB played with a lot more confidence on that map. They kind of held their ground. It seemed to play a little bit better to their strategy.
Yeah, LB getting 9 kills was definitely one of the more important things in that map. He definitely seemed very at home in the Gulag Showers. That does force a game 4, though. Choice Squad is still up 2-1 over LB. And it looks like we're going to our 4th map, Cargo.
There's some history to this map, because I seem to remember that name from a different Call of Duty game.
I'm not sure. I'll be honest. It is worth noting that there are 2 very high railways that they can go up on the sides that do offer quite a glance at the rest of the map.
Interesting. Do players often make a grab for that?
Depending on players' confidence, yes. The more confident will run up there and see what happens. Deadshot taking out Laboost. 2v1 situation again. Jeff of the Dawn, knowing that he's back there, got the hit marker. Now he's not sure. Trust Squad taking round 1. Deadshot with a quick kill. Leaving Laboost all alone. Boost wrapping through their spawn. Force the 1v1. Not good enough. Trust Squad taking round 2.
Very unfortunate. It looked like the boost was trying to get an angle on everything and was just wasn't able to see him behind that little cargo crate across the way.
Deadshot seems to be much more at home here at Cargo. Getting 4 more kills than what he had last round. Jeff of the Dawn landing a headshot. Trust Squad going up 3-0. Throwing hands again. The booze taking off Jeff of the Dawn's head. Ooh. LB stealing their first round.
That was some great teamwork there.
This might look like a marksman rifle, but it is a shotgun with a sniper scope.
Wonder who decided to put that on that.
I don't know, but it does look pretty cool. Bleb stealing Jeff of the Dawn. LB trying to even the series 2-3, still in Trust Squad's favor though.
Looks like one of the LB players saw maybe just the end of the tip of his foot as he was going up to the top there and was able to give the information to his teammate to get the kill.
Deadshot, knowing that someone is over in that back left, getting that hit marker off of his grenade. Both teams playing it slow. Deadshot opening up on the boost. We are going to see the overtime flag tick away. It will open right there in the middle. Very difficult to get to. Bleb steals it away. Clutch kill.
Real bullshit there.
Clutch kill right there to make sure that he can cap that flag in time.
Absolutely.
This is in fact not a chainsaw, but an LMG that they're holding. Trust Squad not letting LB back in, taking the round to 4-3.
It's like one of the more fun weapons in the game.
It is definitely one of the more fun, not the most accurate though.
Oh, I bet.
Not the easiest to aim down sight. Deadshot trading. Jeff of the Dawn trying to be sneaky. Paying for it. Series is evened up 4-4. And it is snipers. Or at least most of a sniper. I don't know. The opinion on the Dragunov is interesting. LeBoost getting a headshot on Jeff of the Dawn, putting him down. Bleb trying to get more recon, trying to figure out where he is hiding. LB stealing another round, 5-4. They're moving into match point.
Time and time again, that first kill seems to be more and more crucial because that left teammate is left hanging.
It is definitely very crucial with snipers. as the distance is not forgiving. Jeff of the Dawn seeing his opponent.
It's like both teams are trying to take it a little bit more careful and cautious.
The pace has definitely been slowed down. LeBou's getting the kill, getting the double kill,
Wow.
taking the set. With that, LeBoost has
Serious here,
just
Marble.
evened up the series, 2-2. We will go to a game 5. This is the all-important round. The winner of this match will indeed go on tomorrow night to face the finals. And we are going to none other than King.
We're in a hangar of some sort.
This map is very familiar as it incorporates a lot of the other maps as well. You have those long aisles from Gulag Showers, but you also have that important high ground to not only give you recon, but to also just hold a better high ground position from your opponent. We'll be interested to see where each player goes. And with a little technical difficulties, we're going to quickly reset.
Perhaps that was the hand of fate, giving us a little foretaste of what the future holds.
The audience did not seem to agree with your statement, I'll be honest.
I have full confidence that Truz Squad will make everything in their power to stop that.
This does give us an opportunity to thank both Taylor Esports and the Intramurals for sponsoring this event and bringing just a fantastic competitive situation for us to be in. We're allowed to be here to watch, to enjoy, and to give live reactions to just what these players have to give. Seems things have been sorted out and we're dropping back into King. Now, unfortunately, LB will not keep that round win. However, it is kind of nice to have under their belt. That is one large gun they both have.
Yes, it is.
That one not so large. It is interesting to note that when you have such a large weapon, you are slowed down in the game. Deadshot opening up with a kill, LeBoost matching, it is still 1v1, both at full health. But as I was saying, the larger guns do slow you down, so it is worth running around with that pistol sometimes in order to get places faster. However, they do much more damage, though. LB staying true to what happened before the break. They are stealing this first round 1-0 LB. The boost quickly opening up on Deadshot. Heavy the Dawn opening up on Bleeb. L-Boost not letting it happen though. 2-1 LB. 2-0, sorry.
Got him with that very small gun you were talking about.
Sometimes the mobility is important. It is worth noting that you can see those red lasers of your opponents, but it doesn't matter. LB 3-0.
Looks like LB definitely has momentum on their side. We're going to see if Trust Squad can even get just one round, because even just one round, Inner Mentality can absolutely boost it.
The boost cooking grenade, hoping to get something, finds nothing. Both teams slowing it down. Ever the Dawn killing the Bleb. The boost opening at 1-1. But Trust Squad opening their first win. Smooth sliding 180.
There's the mobility you were talking about earlier, Marble.
Thermite grenade thrown. Just a little flare. The boost does sight him scooting to the right. The boost. Nasty shot on Deadshot. The boost with the double. 4-1 LB. Quick shots taken. Blab killing headshot. Bleb with the double. LB 5-1.
This is where the nerves set in the most.
That is where the nerves set in. Luckily, he was able to hear the footsteps. I think that's what gave him away to where Bleb had that confidence to jump around that corner and just start firing.
That would do it.
We are awfully close to what us in the gaming industry call it a reverse sweep.
Trust Squad are not going to be happy you just said that.
LeBoost doesn't need to see. LB takes the W, 6-1, moving on to the finals tomorrow night.
Wow,
The
that was
reverse
quite-
sweep is complete. Fantastic from both competitors. We are going to go to a break real quick so that the other teams have time to set up. See you in 5 minutes, maybe. Welcome back to round 2, 119 versus Idiom. On our left, we have Idiom, played from Lance Harris and Jared Sinise. Lance Harris will be, no pun intended, and Jared will be solo. On our right, we have 119 represented by Luke Prince and Vincent Miranda. Luke will be Propane and Vincent will be Truthful Milk. The map rotation will follow match 1's map rotation. We will be starting on docks. This should be a good fight. It is the second and third place teams from the regular season opening up on pistols. We'll see how this goes. Propane opening up on Solo. No pun intended. Headshot on Truthful Milk. No pun intended with the double kill taking the first round. Graceful aiming right there. Propane opening on Solo. No pun intended, making it 1-1 though. Propane with the crossbow kill, evening the series 1-1.
Stepped out of that Vanders at just the wrong time.
It does seem that those crossbow bolts were gassed. Gave a nice colorful explosion though.
You gotta sugarcoat something like that.
Both teams holding a room but not wanting to give it up. Solo killing Truthful Milk, Propane killing Solo. The overtime flag will tick out. 119, 2-1.
Looks like he was just trapped in an unfortunate situation of showing just a little bit too much of himself through that doorway.
Just a little.
It was like a game of millimeters.
No pun intended. Trying to launch that see-through through the window, but coming up a little short. They do know he's there with that hit marker. 119 going out to a lead, 3-1 over Idiom. We do have the big guns back in the building. Propane, early kill on Solo. But no pun intended, evening it up. Now he's on fire, and they're running after each other. Idiom taking the round, making it 2-3.
I think the 1v1s have been very crucial in the series so far, Marble.
It is very important if you are put in that second kill situation that you do even it up 1-1. Propane taking Solo out again. The pace has slowed as no pun intended tries to find one, finds him. No pun versus Propane. Overtime flag has unlocked. The match will end in a draw if no one scores that flag in 4 seconds. And there it is.
So what kind of mobility is available to the player in this game, Marble?
In this game, you're allowed to sprint. You do get tired and it does end your sprinting for a little bit, but you can sprint. A lot of players slide as well to give themselves that little bit more mobility. As per usual games, you can squat, which slows you down a little bit. You can also go prone, which is just laying straight down on the ground. Propane with a nasty knife kill. And we see both players from 119 converge on Solo. No pun intended, taking out Truthful Milk. Solo taking out Propane. Series is still tied 4-4. It is worth noting, Propane is destroying this lobby right now with 10 kills and only 3 deaths. Propane getting another one, 11-3.
Impressive.
12-3, getting the double kill. 119 up, 5-4, bringing us to match point.
Gotta wonder if Idiom's gonna try to maybe isolate him a little bit in their gameplay. I don't know if that's done much in this game mode or not.
Solo taking out Propane. 2v1 in favor of Idiom. I do believe it was a rocket launcher there. Idiom evening the series 5-5. This is a winner-take-all for this match.
Seems to be a very back and forth series, so if it continues that trend, then 119 will take this match, but we'll see.
Very slow. Both teams know what's at stake. No pun intended. Unfortunately, dropping down on top of Truthful Milk's head and not seeing him. The flag is capped and 119 takes the first round. I am eager to see Propane continue his rant. He did go 12-4 in that last match. Trying to get the crowd amped up about it. I think it is interesting to note that both teams in both games both wanted that single house on the sides to be able to hold. That way they had the high ground over the flag whenever it unlocked, or just had the high ground in general. They seemed very for certain on containing that control point.
That is very interesting, because we're going to see how later on when we switch maps, if they're going to be able to continue that kind of map control.
And we are good for the second round. This will be taking us to stack. 119 does lead the tourney right now. It is a first to 3 wins. Idiom has plenty of time to come back. Quick damage onto Propane there. No pun intended, taking out Truthful Milk. No pun intended with a double kill, taking the first round.
It's a strong start for Team Idiom.
Jumping through the air. Solo taking out Propane. 2v1 in favor of Idiom again. 1v1, Truthful Milk taking out Solo. Both teams emptying clips. $119, getting it done, evening the series.
Ooh, looks like I caught him right at the beginning of the slide there before he's at his maximum momentum.
We are on to revolvers. These are not the most accurate pistols. Unless Propane has it. Propane with the quick double kill.
Propane is staying true to his name of being quite explosive in this match.
It is interesting to see some teams like to keep that high ground that they spawn on, while other teams drop immediately. That way they can get closer to their opponents. Propane hitting, no pun intended, with the stun grenade. Catching the headshot. Solo taking out Propane. Both sitting at 21 health, not a lot. Merry-go-round around the flag ends in 119's favor. Truthful Milk taking care of business. Idiom quickly ending that round. 2-3, still in favor of 119.
One of the things I'm seeing here, Marble, is do all the players need to know exactly, like, does each gun have its own reload time? It looks like these players know quite, like, in milliseconds how fast they're going to reload and be able to, like, pop out and show themselves.
Each gun does have a different reload time. I personally am not aware of those reload times, so it is very impressive if they are doing that. Idiom does seem to have a lot of momentum, though. I don't know if that's what they're doing or not.
Staying true to the formula of the first match when they were just back and forth, back and forth.
Series is tied 3-3. This is an oddly automatic shotgun. $119 coming out of that messy fight.
Gage getting a quick round of fisticuffs there.
For some reason, people seem oddly fascinated with punching their opponent whenever they're holding a gun. Both teams just unloading shotgun rounds there. Truthful Milk versus no pun intended. Truthful Milk sneaks up behind him. We're headed to match point.
Oh, let's see, we just caught an unfortunate situation of reloading right there. His oddly automatic shotgun.
Propane getting another first kill. No pun intended, evening it up. 119 taking care of business, taking the second match. Kills came out a lot more even in that case, though. 6, 5, 5, and 7. Both teams really wanting it to go.
The question now, Marble, is will history repeat itself? We saw in the previous matchup that there was a reverse sweep that happened, and I'll bet you that 119 does not want that to happen.
I would be oddly surprised if 119 did want that to happen. I do think that is on Idiom's agenda, though.
Definitely.
Looking back at the season standings, this would technically be an upset if 119 is able to come out on Idiom. They were 2 and 3, but Idiom did have that higher ranking.
Very true. And you always wonder.
We'll see if 119 can finish out the match here in the Gulag Showers. Quick double kill there. No pun intended. Being able to take out both opponents in a straight line. Unfortunate jump there.
Looks like he was using some sort of lean, too.
You are able to mount these weapons on solid surfaces. It does give you better stability, better accuracy. Truthful Milk killing, no pun intended. Solo being able to kill Truthful Milk. Both opponents low. 119 evening the series 1-1. Got him in the foot.
Mid jump, too.
Solo taking out Truthful Milk. Propane ending Solo with a knife. No pun intended though, shutting the dream down. Idiom takes the lead 2-1. Truthful Milk taking out Solo. Propane with another knife kill.
Pistol just hanging in the air there.
Propane with the hopeful knife throw.
Looks like both teams are utilizing that height advantage for the sinks there.
Propane taking out, no pun intended. Solo taking out Truthful Milk. Idiom does not want to give away this lead. Solo getting it done.
And carries the team on his back. Yep, like you were just saying.
Solo getting the first kill again. Both players being taken down low. Idiom opening up the firing squad, 4-2.
It'll be really interesting to see how Idiom plays here with a 2-round lead.
I would like to see them keep up this aggression that they have. They get this first kill and they just kind of control the map from there. Solo trading with Propane. Solo with another double kill, 5-2 in favor of Idiom. That brings us to match point. Solo finding another one. And with that, Idiom will steal a match. No pun intended. Ending that and successfully gaining a win.
Solo was showing us that he can do just what Propane can do, but for the opposite team.
Solo definitely did carry that game with 9 kills and only 3 deaths. Really taking charge of that match. That, of course, will take us to map 4. Map 4 takes us back to Cargo. I am eager to see if either team really takes control of that upper side railings. We saw a little bit of that in the first match. I'm eager to see if that carries through in this match. These countdowns just get longer and longer.
Yes, they do. And I bet they're ages for the player.
Idiom trying to keep a hold of that momentum that they have. Truthful Milk tossing a Molotov at a cargo bin. Propane opening up on no pun intended. Solo being hunted. 119 taking care of business, opening it up 1-0, 119. Solo opening up on Truthful Milk. Propane taking out Solo. No pun intended versus Propane now. No pun intended, getting it done. Even series 1-1.
It's like Propane was just calling the unfortunate situation of putting himself over that railing right there.
That indeed. This game does have the ability to mantle, which is basically climbing over different objects in front of you. However, it does not allow you to shoot the gun while you're doing it. Propane doesn't need the mantle though, as he's posted up to take out no pun intended. $119 taking charge 2-1.
You referenced it earlier, Marble. Would you say that it is more advantageous to have the high ground, or would low ground be a little bit more advantageous?
It is a weird trade-off, because you do have more visual on the rest of the map to see your opponent, however, they can also see you. Propane getting the headshot on Solo there. No pun intended, trying to hide, but unable to evade. No pun intended, opening up on Truthful. Propane evening it on No Pun. Overtime flag has unlocked. But Solo doesn't want to go for it. He'd rather end it there.
That was a bit of fancy footwork by Propane to kind of evade both players. They're both trying to go in from both sides of them and just kind of using that low ground and mobility to be able to get himself out of that. But unfortunately, it wasn't enough.
He was able to last much longer than what I think most of us expected because he was able to evade and kind of get around boxes. That is something that Cargo is very good for, is being able to hide behind boxes and being able to just evade the line of sight.
It's also a good test of a team's teamwork, too, as they have to communicate to one another where they last saw someone to get that intel.
Solo getting the kill on Propane, opening it up again. No pun intended, taking care of the rest, evening the series 3-3.
These two teams sure know how to even up a series.
Propane with another first kill. He now has 8 in the match. Propane getting the hit marker, knowing that he's over there. But Solo moved and got the kill on him. 119 still taking care of business, no, taking the lead 4-3.
It's like he was utilizing that height you were referencing earlier.
Truthful Milk taking out, no pun intended, but Solo taking out Truthful Milk. But Propane cleaning it up. This does bring us to match point again. If 119 is able to win this match, they will move on to tomorrow's finals. Propane with a kill on Solo. And with that win, 119 will move on to the finals tomorrow night. That will conclude our Call of Duty semifinal matches. We will go to a short break, but we'll be back with Rocket League semifinals here in a little bit. Stay tuned.